Here's James, and he's back in black. Let's go with that one. Doing this one live, that's unusual for me. Usually I like to do these like voiceover, but we're gonna do this one live just because it'll be easier for me. So here we have Origin James down on the layout. Really nice black paint scheme. Love the way it looks. Very accurate to The Adventure Begins. Unfortunately, mine, a nice chip in the face. It's okay, I mean, this face isn't staying anyways. There'll be a lot of mods coming to this guy very soon. So let's take a look at some of the details that we got. Of course, we've got James and his black glory. The nice red lining around the boiler, firebox, splashers, cab, and tender. Gold dome as usual. Molded in whistle. Nice coal load, and around the back we have the most disappointing part of this model. The printed tail lamp. Really lazy on Bachmann's part. I mean, I understand why they did that. They didn't have to retool this thing just to add a separately fitted lamp, but it still would have been nice. We even got the gray running board instead of the white that the regular James has. Unfortunately, my regular James is still out of commission for repairs. He's getting separately fitted handrails, new faces, working lights, working coupling hooks, and probably DCC sound. But that's still a couple weeks to a couple months away from completion. We got these nice chunky coupling hooks compared to Douglas over here, who has this nice thin coupling hook. So I'm not sure why Bachmann did that. Okay, there we go. I think that to comply with something in the UK, if I'm not mistaken, but so those will have to get fixed eventually. But some other interesting things is my James is a really early 2005 era James. This one has a nice, really flimsy spring that holds the pony truck or leading truck in place, and maybe it is a pony truck, I can't remember. And mine is much stiffer than that, so not sure whether that does anything or not, but it's a change. And I think that's all the revisions that have happened, and the, you know, the gunmetal gray wheels versus the gray ones that the original ones have, but mine are painted in a nice black. So I think, without further ado, let's turn this system on and give James a good old start. And we'll give him a nice couple minutes to run in, get all the gears turning, and get them in place. And I'll be back to show you some clips of him running. You can see some new additions to the layout here. As James comes around the bend at 50% speed, flying along the line. All right, before we send him back in reverse, I figured I'd let you know that if you didn't know, this James is not only based off of the Adventure Begins special from 2015, but also the Railway series, in which James first arrived in this nice black coat, except he didn't have the number 5 on his tender yet. That is exclusive to The Adventure Begins. So the story, Thomas and the Breakdown Train, we see James painted in black running away with his wooden brake blocks. And then he crashes and Sir Topham Hatt cheers him up with his shiny red coat. So let's send James back in reverse and let him run in a little bit in reverse. Man, that windmill is noisy. Anyways, so James is not a bad runner, a little noisy, but so is the original James, so I'm sure they haven't really updated the mechanism that much. So it is 2022. These models are now 20-year-old toolings, so hopefully sometime soon we get some sort of updates. Because I just don't see this lasting very long. You know, there's not much time left for these toolings. They're going to need something new. So I'm going to run this thing a couple more times. You get to see him pulling some cars and maybe a couple coaches. And we'll call it there. Sorry for the awkward cut there. But like I said, we'll get him running. And we'll probably call it there. So thank you guys again for watching. Let me know your thoughts on James in the comments below. Is this another cheap cash grab or actually a good decision on Bachmann's part? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.
Thank you.